How's it going, everyone? I hope you're having an amazing day. Today we are looking at how I was able to get a new high score in the raid weekend, almost 27,000. And it was pretty easy this time around. So let's take a look and see which attacks that I did. Going into the previous raid, and we're looking at a cleanup on a barbarian camp. So we did the first hit with one of the mini accounts and cleared the right hand side. And so now we are coming in with air to finish off this base. And as you can see, we drop the graveyards over the air targeting defenses, and then we try and directly target the remaining defenses and have the graveyard air skeletons distract for the balloons. We have a whole giant parade of air skeletons. Now those top graveyards are all done. And as you can see, we are demolishing this base. So we are able to pick up some very nice loot as well as some bonus loot as we speed up to get towards the end of the cleanup process. We walk away with 5,610 plus 125. Next up, we are looking at a workshop. So here we are, of course, using the newly founded, or at least newly founded to me, the potential one-shot strategy. I believe it was from Lagoon that was able to test this out, and I saw it from Clash Bashing. But I watched that video and tried to implement it as a District Hall level 8. And we don't have all of the sort of less popular troops maxed out, but this is the general idea of how you're supposed to try and be able to one-shot it. So I figured, hey, you know what? I'll give it a try, see how it goes. Drop all these hogs, and they're supposed to meet up in front of this wizard tower. I think the only difference is you're supposed to drop a giant on that little square so it tanks the giant cannon. But our hogs are only level 2, so they start to die out. So that side's done. No point in sending anything else over in that area. Now in this section, you're supposed to be able to take out the majority of the defenses with one skeleton barrel. So it doesn't quite go that way. We do get it on the second barrel. And then you wait for these skeletons to path around the wall. And once they're past that point, then you drop in a ram, because there are a couple of bombs right there. Keep in mind, this one-shot is only possible on the base layout of the Builder's Workshop. So far, there are one-shot strategies for the base layouts of the Golem Quarry, Balloon Lagoon, and Builder's Workshops. And occasionally, you can also one-shot the Skeleton Park if they haven't moved too many things around. So we send in that one pack of archers. They're able to clear out that section, and then supposedly with just a few more troops, a couple of barbarians, a skeleton barrel, and a couple of rams, you're able to destroy this whole section. Yeah, we are nowhere near able to do that, so might not be, definitely not possible until the hogs get a higher level. Because the hogs are actually supposed to take out this whole entire right-hand side with a couple of rams and giants to tank, which is kind of crazy. But we still were able to get close to 40%, which means we can still have a lot of success with a graveyard spam strategy. Now, ordinarily, you would get a lot of bonus skeletons from the graveyards, but we have this heal spell here, so it kind of works out where the multi-mortar and the giant cannon didn't really do a whole lot to all of our wizards. So now we're just being patient. We know that the last splash damage is that giant cannon. So we want to make sure that that is distracted so that all of our super wizards can get a lot of value. So we've dropped all of the graveyard spells all in a row here just to make sure that there's some stuff directly in front of them. With these sort of spread out bases where there aren't very many compartments, I've been finding a lot of success with the giants. Now sometimes you have to hold on to a giant or two like this, where you can see the super wizards are a lot faster than the giants. So you do want to make sure that you have a couple giants in front if there is a gap in the defenses. So yeah, we didn't really get too many skeletons from those graveyards because not a whole lot had been dying, but now as things start to go down, we will get a whole bunch of reinforcements going through the rest of this base. However, there's no more splash damage, so we're able to get a lot of bonus gold in this attack as well. And also try out the one-shot to see how it went. So we got 4,490 plus 141. So now we are going on to the next raid. Raid number 5. And we are able to look at the next one, which was a Barbarian Camp 2-shot. If you can 2-shot the Barbarian Camp, then you will definitely be getting some of the highest amount of points that you can possibly get. The trick is, though, you want to try and set up for the second attack, which is air. Hands down, has to be air for the second attack, otherwise you have to get really fancy, really creative to do a 2-shot ground attack. So right now we're having the graveyard spells being dropped over the air targeting defenses. Having this Barbarian clear this right hand side so we can directly target the air defense and the air bombs on the back end for the next attack. We now are trying to see how far we can push into the base with the graveyard spam strategy. It always looks a little strange on the Barbarian camp because there's so many ground targeting defenses that the first ground hit usually goes very poorly. So as you can see, not that crazy of an attack, only 2,125, but we are able to set up for the second attack and exploit some of the weaknesses on the base. So definitely going to be pretty close on this one, but there are a lot of air targeting defenses we can hit directly. For these air bombs, we do have a couple packs of minions. What you're able to do is you can place a pack of minions, distract, then send in some of the balloons. Otherwise the balloons take a lot of damage. So right there you can see the minions did a perfect job. Now this air bombs is going to town on the balloons, but we do have this top left section taken care of, and this middle section taken care of. We have one more pack of balloons. We have these two pesky rapid rockets up top. We also have this central air bombs and air defense. So now it is getting down to the wire. We have a bunch of the air skeletons left. And we do have one rapid rocket though, at half health. But as you can see on the shadows, there's about 30-ish skeletons. So even with them getting, one-shotted, the rapid rocket is not able to take them out in time. So we're able to get a massive amount of gold on this attack. Almost up to 7,000, just kind of crazy. So that gets us a total of 6,810 plus an extra 11 from the few troops remaining. Last but not least was the Balloon Lagoon. I wasn't sure which one I could get the most points from, Balloon Lagoon or a potential Golem Quarry. I was looking to get around 4,000, maybe 5,000 if got lucky. So here we are using one pack of the balloons to take care of these really low level spear throwers, and then one pack of minions to help clear some of the trash buildings. As we are now going to rotate all the way around to try and get to the back end of the base, to try and have our super wizards be tanked for the entire time, and then just drop in a ram when we need it, and then a giant every now and then, just to make sure that the super wizards have something in front of them. We're also waiting on the graveyards, because we don't need any help for the splash damage, because there's essentially none besides that bomb tower on this whole side. So we're waiting to send it on top of these infernos and rocket artilleries. So we do have this pack of super wizards. They're coming down to the bottom side, so then I figure we can send in the rest to the top side. As you will soon find out, that may not have been the best strategy, since they all sort of grouped up on that cannon. And now, a little bit late with the graveyards, but since nothing is spawning, this rocket artillery, as soon as everything dies there, it locks on, and that one shot hits like half of the super wizards. And then that log trap gets a bunch of others, so pretty devastating. We are able to get the rocket artillery, which is nice. Gets a lot more of the loot. We also get the second one. But I was also hoping that these wizards over here would actually group in and go towards the district hall, because they could get a lot of chain value over there. And just the way that these defenses are placed over here, there's really no way for me to have protected them unless I thought that they were going down that direction anyways. But there you have it. We are able to get 3,920 from that attack, and that is how I was able to hit a new personal best, new record. I think the only way to get higher from one account is to wait and two-shot 3 separate barbarian camps. And then probably the only way to get more capital peak gold than that would be to have a second account prep the barbarian camp, and then your main account that you want to get all the points on do the second attack. So you might be able to get 5,000 or 6,000 points per attack doing it that way. But you would have to do that over 6 different raids. So if you want to do that, that is a nice way to probably get up to 36,000. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate each and every single one of you. If you want to help support me, you can subscribe and hit the like button on this video. And there should be a couple more videos on the screen. Thanks for watching. Take care.